What's going on, everybody? It's probably the first time in history I've actually started right directly on time, 9 p.m. Thursday night, the grind. That's what's up. Just saying. Just I'm on time finally. Um, let's go on and start with thanking our sponsors for the night. First up is our good friends over at Urban Rides Magazine. Everybody knows them. Daniel Roby, Jason Silman, Troy Krumer, all the guys. Kick-ass magazine, badass magazine. I just got issue number 5, the special edition issue. Just got it today. Go to urbanridesmagazine.com, get you an online subscription, or you can have them mail you a hard copy like I got. Kick-ass magazine. These things are just not playing. They're just badass. You know what? Hold on 2 seconds. I want to show you the magazine. This is for you people that don't understand. Look at that quality of that magazine. Look at the quality of that. Oh my God, thing's badass. Everything you could possibly want up in here. Everything. They even have this. Look at here now. They even got that right there. Ooh, let me get that right. I'll get it straight second. They got that right there. Cha-ching. Anyway, get your subscription. UrbanRidesMagazine.com. Urban Rides Magazine on Facebook. Tell them Kevin sent you. Next up is our good friends over at North DFW Trailers. Sales and rentals and repairs. They do repairs. They'll take care of you. You got to check it out. Hit them up 214-205-6787, or you can go to North DFW Trailers on Facebook. Next up, our good friends, Hopkins Design. As you can see, web, print, branding, video, hosting, original artworks. The dude can draw like it's nobody's business. Y'all just don't even understand. The dude can do portraits. He can do, I don't even know what all he can do. He can do everything. He can hand draw with a pencil. He can hand draw with whatever you want. He does computer work. He does video footage. He does everything. You got to go check Earl Hopkins at hopkins-design.com. Next up, our good friends over at J&D Custom Polishing and Plating. 651-251-7400. Everything chrome, everything polished. They're just amazing at what they do. I use them for all my chrome work, and I ship it to them, and I get it back in a good time frame. It's the best quality work you can possibly get, and great prices. Go check out J&D Custom Polishing and Plating on Facebook. Or give them a call. Custom Stellar carbon fiber. What the hell did y'all see that? It went away and came right back. I didn't even touch it. It just happened. Anyway, stellarcustoms.com, home of the carbon fiber windshields. They've got them for everything. They have a lot of stuff over there. You need to go check them out at stellarcustoms.com and tell them Kevin sent you. Next up, our good friends over at Indiana and Northern Illinois Thunder Roads Magazine, another high-quality, badass industry magazine. Pictorials, interviews. They go to all the different rallies up there, north, I should say. Just a hell of a magazine. Great quality magazine. Tell you, man, it's collector's item grade stuff. Go check them out. Get a subscription. Tell them Kevin with The Grind sent you. Next up, our good friends over at Print Signs and Designs, apparel, hats, pins, signs, promotional items, vehicle graphics. They do everything over there. They're actually doing some work for us. They, as you know, they did all of our 2021 Grind National Biker Build-Off posters, the T-shirts. They do everything. You got to go check them out. 856-453-0336 and tell them Kevin with The Grind sent you. Next up is our good friends over at hellsspeedshop.com. Man, I posted some pictures this week of a flannel shirt that they sent me. It is amazing. These shirts are so badass. There's nothing I can't say about them. There's not one single issue with them. They're just fucking amazing. Badass t-shirts. We are going to be doing an interview with this couple soon, I hope. Very soon, I hope. They do have busy schedules and stuff like that. So we'll get them on here one day and you'll get to see what Hell Speed Shop is all about. Next up, our good friends at AmericanDragSeats.com, which is me. That's what I do. I do custom motorcycle seats, custom airbags, custom metal fabrication, and soon coming in the next couple of weeks, CNC plasma cuts. I got my table almost up ready to go. So if you need anything, get to AmericanDragSeats.com, American Drag Seats /Attitude Inc. on Facebook, American Drag Seats on Instagram, American Drag Seats on Twitter, American Drag Seats on Twitch. We're everywhere, man. Go check them out, AmericanDragSeats.com. Last but not least, our brand new friends over at Legacy Bike Works right here in Manville, Texas. All I can say about this upcoming shop, paying our dues, doing everything we can to get the best bikes built at our level. Now we're growing daily, taking on work daily. We're doing good. You will start seeing some stuff coming out from Legacy Bike Works right here in Manville, Texas. Check them out, Legacy Bike Works on Facebook. Also, go give them a like. All right, everybody. So here we are, another Thursday night. Let me go on and get over to my introductions and my what's ups. What's up, Uncle Bruno? What's up, Marcia? Mr. Scotty Roberts is in the house. Mr. Robert Davis is in the house. Oscar Ruiz, Peter Orlando. What's up, Mr. Orlando? So good to have you on the show. Mr. Rich Cozy's in the house with Stellar Customs. Mr. Jeremy Goheen, my good buddy over at, he's the guy that makes the, God dang it, I don't even have it in front of me. It's on my bike. The remote controls for your iPods, your cell phones, all that for your stereo systems right on your handlebars. You got to check him out, Jeremy Goheen. Robert, I wish I knew how to say this guy's name. Robert Foss, or is it Foss? Mr. Joe Hillbilly Faust up in the house. How's that baby doing, buddy? My good friend Brian Barber's in the house. What's up, Mr. Joe and Ashley Fretwell? Congratulations on that new baby. Look, my buddy Logan Black's in the house. I'm on a plane, bitches. You're on a plane coming to Texas? Plane going to Daytona? Where you? What's up? What's up? What's up? Mr. Dan Juban's in the house. John Lynch is in the house. Who else we got up in the house tonight? All right. Mr. Earl Hopkins is up in the house. Mr. Tim Nagy is in the house. Right on. So tonight's show is going to be a little bit different. Might be short, might be longer. I don't know. But one thing I want to talk about right out of the freaking hole is Keith Barker and his new mid-bass drivers, mid-bass woofers, subs, whatever they are. So there's a lot of controversy going on, and I will not pretend, oh, look, Dev's up in the house. How you going to forget your own stuff? Because you just left a comment. I only say stuff to the people that leave comments, Devin. So, hey, and Devin Sockwell's up in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? But anyway, back to this whole speaker deal. So I would like to bring, actually, I'm going to send him a link real quick. Let me take 2 seconds. What's up, Mr. Alex Toth? And send Mr. Keith Barker a request to get onto the show, and maybe, just maybe, he will surprise us and he will get on the show tonight. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I by no means am a stereo guru. I don't lie. What's up, Mr. Winton Waller? But one thing I do know is stereos sound good. He said, oh, same. Right on. I don't know enough about speakers. I don't know enough about hertz. I don't know enough about watts. I don't know enough about ohms. I don't know those things. But here goes the neighborhood. But one thing I know is that you have subwoofers and you have mid-bass drivers. My bike has mid-bass drivers in it. Now, I've heard bikes with subwoofers that I personally think are better. I've heard my mid-bass up against subwoofers, and I thought the mid-bass were better. Hello, Miss Alicia Flores. Good to have you on the show. But I don't know the difference. It's got something to do with, I think subwoofers play a lower hertz and mid bass drivers play a wider range. I don't know the difference, but I know that Keith Barker's new 10-inch mid bass woofers are causing a big problem in the industry right now. I don't know why they are. Hello, Miss Janice. How are you doing? But they are causing a big uproar. So much so that Lex Rivera got on and started making posts and videos and things of that nature. And I'm not taking sides for Keith or for Lex, but I know Lex got on and did some videoing, and then I know Keith got on and did some videoing, and then when Keith got on, Keith took one of his speakers and just tore it completely apart. I mean, he wasn't taking it apart to rebuild. He was tearing it apart to show that there were no part numbers on it. And it's because he didn't want people, he said 1.21 gigawatts is all you need to know. That's awesome. But for Keith to take his speaker and yank it apart, it kind of tells me something really big is going on. Something's going on with the industry. So here's how I look at it. I'll be honest with you. Because I'm a novice, because I don't know stereo systems, and I know this right here is in probably another year, 2 years from now, I'm going to go back to this video and I'm going to be like, well, that was stupid to say. But right now, my educational level on stereo systems is here. And eventually it's going to go up because that's just the person I am. I want to learn things. I want to do it. I've been watching videos. I have been doing it. What's up, Gus Gray? I appreciate you watching, man. When I get interested in something, I want to take it to another level. So I've already started watching the YouTube videos to learn what ohms are, to learn what wattage is, to learn what frequencies are, to learn what running in parallel as opposed to running in a series does. I've started learning, and it takes me a little time. It may take me a year or two to get to where I need to be, but I'm on a mission to learn these things. Tim Nagy, well, before Keith gets on, I'd like everyone to know before this gets lost in the comments, but sometimes when I'm home alone, I like to go out in my garden and cover myself with dirt and pretend I'm a carrot. Jesus Christ, Mr. Nagy, that is screen-worthy comment right there. So you're going up on the screen. Ding, 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 ding. He said, Scotty Roberts said, sold 6 or 7 sets of KB mid-bass, not a single mad or unhappy customer. There you go, Scotty Roberts. There you go. The proof's in the pudding. So here's the deal. So if I were so inclined to start a stereo competition, because there's so many rules, because there's so many classes, because there's so many things, I'm sure there's a reason you have to have different classes with different verifications and different things, because one, the SOS may do it different than Sound Wars, and Sound Wars may do it different than Banger Audio Sound Series, and Banger may do it different than some other guy, and some other guy may do it different than some other guy. But at the end of the day, I think the most fair way to do it, and now you guys in the comments, please leave comments to let me know if you think I'm off base, you think I'm right, or you think I'm wrong, or whatever. Holstein Designs is in the house. I don't see a comment from him. So if he doesn't comment, I can't tell if Mr. Jimmy is in the house or not. But so if I had it my way, what I would do is I would make a 4-speaker class. I would make a 6-speaker class. I would make an 8-speaker class. I would make a 10-speaker class. And I would make a 12-speaker class, and so forth and so on. Now, if you're going to get into 4-speaker class, you can have your 4 speakers anywhere you want them to be. I don't really care. Run what you brung, 4-speaker. If you're going to be in a 6-speaker class, cool. Put six speakers in your bike. If you're going to have 8-speaker class, put 8 speakers in your bike. If you're going to have 10 speakers, put 10 speakers in your bike. When it comes to having subwoofers or mid-bass drivers or things of that nature, I say this because you can seal your bags, port your bags. In all the years I've known about stereo systems, some people preferred a sealed box over a ported box. I don't know what the difference is, but I know that I've heard the competitions in vehicles. I've heard the competitions. K9 mid-10s and 8s are legit dealer. Look at you, Scotty Roberts, trying to sneak in an advertisement. You know what, Scotty? I'm going to put that up just because you're trying to be so fucking sneaky and get free advertisement off my show, you fucker. But there you go. I'm gonna put that up there for you. Scotty Roberts, fuck you, bro. You don't even know me. Go suck another dick. Oh, good. I thought Scotty Roberts was mad at me again. I was like, shit, I haven't even done anything yet, Scotty. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know that. I think it's a preference when you have a sealed bag or a sealed box and a ported box. I would do it that way. I would just have a 4-speaker, 6-speaker, 8, 10, 12, and above classes and run what you brung. You know, kind of simplify it, dumb it down, whatever you say, because at the end of the day, Scott Owens, Brad Query, Keith Barker, Lex, God, there's so many names I'm missing, and I know that I'm missing them. PJ, Chino, there's so many good people out there. Lonnie Rebels, that everybody says the same thing. When it comes down to it, you're going to get customers that want to spend money to compete. You're going to get customers that want to spend money to fucking enjoy. If you're going to compete, it should be almost like the outlaw classes. Okay, we have a 4-speaker class, we have a 6-speaker class, we have an 8-speaker class, blah, 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 blah. How deep do you want to get into a 4-speaker class? Because 4 speakers, you could put 2 12-inch subs and put 2 horns and hope and pray that bitch is loud enough to beat another 4-speaker. Hey, done deal, you know. But then you start getting into things with people saying, well, no, it's not this, it's not that, it's not this, it's not that. I don't know those things. But what I will say is I know in the audio game, I've never, and I lie, I've seen it before, but in the audio game, it seems like so many people are getting pissed off now about what's legal in a speaker and what's not legal in a speaker. Here's the way I say it. You want a 10-inch mid-bass because you like the sound better? Awesome. You want a 10-inch subwoofer because you like the bass more? Awesome. You want to compete? You think you got what it takes? You got what it takes, man. Run what you brung. But I think all this bickering and fighting and all these things that really just suck the entire life out of everything kind of sucks. I just really think it sucks. I wish people would just understand, hey, you know what, guys? At the end of the day, you're going to have the pros. At the end of the day, you're going to have the Joes. That's what you're going to have. Guys like me, I would much rather parking lot pimp and leave all of the stereo competitions to the stereo guys that want to compete. It is good to build a system and be able to compete and say, you know what, I did it. I accomplished something. I get that. I first time out with my bike, I competed at the Banger in Galveston, and I took first place. It's the only time I've ever taken first place. So was it I had no competition? Was it that I had a good system? Whatever it was, I won that night. The second time I competed, I did not win because I played the wrong music. The third time I competed, I forgot to pay my entry fee. So even though I would have won, I didn't get to win because I never paid the entry fee. And it's no big deal. I don't care. But I think when, this weekend, everybody's going to be going to the SOS down at the Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris, Texas, there's going to be a lot of people there. I mean, hell, half the vendors there are Lucky 7. And I'm not saying that to be mean or facetious or, a dickhead to those guys. I'm just saying they're rolling deep with trailers this year. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to go and have a good time. I'm going to go hang out with everybody and meet some of the East Coast boys and, make some friends. I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to compete because I don't think I would win. I'm not going to compete because I didn't build a competition grade bike. There you go. It's that easy. Does it make me less of a builder? Does it make my system less of a system? No, not at all. My system is great. My system is performing to what I want it to perform to, which is I want it to perform for me. Now, like I said, you do have other people. He said, "You going to drink with Louie?" Fuck yeah, I'm going to drink with Louie. Every time I'm with Louie, Louie pays for the drinks. Why would I say no, Joe? Hell yeah, I'm going to drink. I'm going to watch him make the fucking drink, though. He ain't going to roofie me. Tim Mega, at the end of the day, it's still subjective, so I don't take it serious. You may win, you may lose, but I enjoy going. Yes, enjoy going. Nancy, what difference does the type of music make? It's the sound. I've heard that. He goes, Rut-Row, Glow Sticks may come out this weekend. Uncle Bruno, you're not jumping on that bandwagon, are you? I thought you were my sidekick. Damn it. No, I'm just kidding. I just think it's funny that there is such an uproar right now over speakers. And I know there's industry professionals. And when I say industry professionals, I can think of about 5 or 6 people that I consider the actual professionals. Scott Owens, Joey Hensley, Keith Barker, there's a handful. God dang it. There's a bunch of them out there, but I'm talking the guys that have the technical ability to actually build the speakers, have the technical ability to actually know the technical side of it. The guys that could actually teach classes on how to do this. Those are the guys I'm referring to. Those guys spend a lot of money, a lot of their time, and a lot of their efforts developing new equipment. And I mean developing bags, developing speakers, developing amps. I know for a fact, because I've seen it happen, I'm going to bring up Scott Owens. Scott Owens has, literally, I didn't count them, but these little spiral notebooks, he's got spiral notebooks full. Every page is full. And like this spiral notebook says it has 70 sheets in it, front and back, 140 pages of notes just in one notebook. And he's probably got boxes full of them. So he's on a different level as far as stereo systems go, in my opinion, because he doesn't just buy equipment, put it together, check this with that amp, check that with that speaker. He doesn't do that. He actually has a program where he reads performance of the amps, performance of the speakers, the amp to speaker combinations, how much resistance is in a set of RCA cables as versus another set of RCA cables, how much resistance is in a set of speaker wires and gauge, because all those little things make a difference. It's called what I call fine tuning. When you build a system, if you know every aspect of the system, you can fine tune that system. And just like he's done before, take a 4-speaker and just make it so insanely loud and so insanely clear that you could hear a triangle being tapped. Ding. And when you do that, that's a different level. That's not the guy that's over there selling equipment, installing equipment, and making a shitload of money. Scott's somewhere else. Scott develops equipment so that dealers can actually do what they do. He develops equipment that works, that damn it, it works. And it goes from this level to this level to this level. So when he finds a combination, he builds a bag. Then once he gets that bag where he wants it to be, then he finds the speakers and the port sizes and the da 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 da. He's doing mathematics behind systems. There's a lot of builders out there that don't know how to do that mathematics, but they have a good ear for sound and they're doing really well. But I just think it's funny, Keith Barker and Lex Rivera, which I know for a fucking fact, Lex never, ever watches this show. I don't know why he doesn't watch the show. I'd love to have him on here one night. Is that what you heard, Alex? Kevin and Scotty are opening a bike shop? Sweetheart, if you're going to put me down or you're going to try to rib me, you need to know what bike shop I already own, Sunshine. I already have a bike shop, and I did it with my son. It's called Legacy Bike Works, Big Daddy. Get it right. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. Lightweight, laugh my ass off. You mean middleweight. Okay, there's a comment somewhere that says lightweight, middleweight. I don't know what that is. Hold on. God dang it. I missed it. He said lightweight. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait until you hear Brian Barber's lightweight. Boom. Oh, Brian said lightweight. Laugh my ass off. You mean middleweight. Okay. So Brian's building middleweight apparently. Anyway, you guys understand what I'm saying, that there's a difference between the shops that actually install the equipment and make the money off of everything, opposed to the guys that actually build the equipment and fine tune so that they can build the right bags and the right lids and the right enclosures to make that equipment sound badass. So at the end of the day, there are two different levels, and not everybody's going to take the time to do what Scott Owens does or Keith Barker does or, Joey Hensley does. You're going to have other guys that just want to, they literally want to get good at putting a system together based off what the professionals say so that they can actually make money and move those products. What did Joe say? It's the game. Not all judges know how to judge. Yes, that's another one of those things. What did Ricky Tilley? Keith Barker puts science and experience behind his builds, and every bike is different. Nothing cookie cutter. That's true, Ricky. That's very true. Research and development is key. Research and development is key for certain people. Other people, so you have people out there that make money doing 4 and 6 speaker installs all day long because they're the most common ones. They're the most cost-effective ones as far as parking lot pimping, things of that nature. Scott Owens, and I'm not just isolating Scott because there's multiple people out there that do it, but Scott is the one that I've seen do what he does, and he's freaking amazing. So is there a list of approved music or no? I don't see that. That's the other thing is I've heard people argue that everybody should play the same song. I've heard people argue that nobody should play the same song. There's so much technical to it. I look at it like drag racing. When I pull up with my car, they ask are you a turbo, you're nitrous, or you just your stock motor. And it makes a difference. But at the end of the day, you're gambling on whether or not you're going to beat somebody beside you based off of either watching them run all night or shit like that. When you get into God dang it, what's that show? Street Outlaws. They have little tire and big tire. That's it. That's the only two classes they have. And everybody keeps running and running and running and running and running. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of look at it, the stereo systems the same way, is that it's gotten so controversial with a 10-inch sealed ported bag or a 10-inch unported, unsealed bag, a subwoofer or a mid-bass driver. There's just so much mud in it. It's when you look at it from the outside, it's like stepping into a nice pond. You can clearly see the bottom, but the moment you put your foot in and touch the sand, it becomes dirty because you've disturbed the basis, the foundation, and now you can't see through the clear water that was inviting you to get there in the first place. Stereo systems. when you get into stereo systems, you get in because you see that music and that camaraderie and all that stuff. And the moment you get into it, you get drug into all the controversy and all of this and all of that. When at the end of the day, I legitimately think it should be like taxes. Everybody should pay 10%. We're done with taxes. End of story. They're end of story, done. Stereo systems, 4-speaker, 6-speaker, 8-speaker. If you've paid the money to have your bags, ported and sealed, good for you. If you didn't, well, you could be going against somebody that got ported and sealed bags. You just can't have more than 6 speakers. Done. End of story. You can put 6 speakers in any combination you want. Nancy Williams, I done pulled out trouble. I'm done. I can't read all the comments. I can't keep up. Gary Dubois. What's up, Mr. Gary? Dan Juban, I think my jaw would drop if someone played some Funk 49 or some. Tool. I'd love to hear the pot on a killer radio. I can tell you this right now, Mr. Dubois. You'll hear Tool come out of my bike. Fuck you will. Tool is the shit. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not a professional with stereo systems, but I just think that the stereo competition stuff has gotten so out of hand that now they're breaking down to what speaker. Like it can only be a 10-inch sub, or it can only be a 10-inch mid-bass woofer, or it can only be a 10-inch, mid-range speaker, a 10-inch. Dude, it's just gotten really out of hand, in my opinion. I think they should have a run, what you brung class, like street racing. Amen. I think they call that grudge matches. That's what I think. I don't know. I wish I could have gotten Lex on here, but like I said, he doesn't watch the show. He doesn't support it. So I'd have him on here, but he ain't here. I wish, Joey Hensley was available, but everybody knows Joey is a very, very busy guy. And then Keith Barker, I texted him. Oh, excuse me, guys. I texted him and I actually sent him a message on Facebook, and I've gotten no reply. So he probably is off in the garage, or is he in Daytona, on his way to Daytona? So there you go. Tim Nagy said 4 to 6 speakers, 8 to 10 speakers, 14 to 18 speakers, 18 plus. Run what you brung and hope you brung enough. There you go. Talk enough shit about Lex and he will show up. Well, I've already gotten sideways with Lex once over one of his videos, and I wasn't trying to be controversial with him, but whatever I said pissed him plumb the fuck off. I can show you all the messages. Jason Gilk said, good luck in your business. Do your own thing, Kev. Never care what others think or assume, as they don't know what you are doing. As long as you are doing your best, that is all that honestly matters. You never have to prove anything to anyone. Just yourself and your people will know you're a good you're good and refer you work. Amen, Jason. But that's kind of not what I'm talking about. But hey, man, you know what? I appreciate the support, Jason. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you very much. What I was actually talking about is, why is there controversy in the stereo systems now? This stereo system game has gotten really, really competitive just in the last 2 years, 24 months. In the last 24 months, it has changed so much. The bag configurations have changed, the subs, the speakers, the 8s, the horns, the compression drivers, the blah, 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 things I don't even know anything about. I want to see Facebook Live Nancy Weems. I would love to have Nancy on my show. Classes with different speaker counts keep it interesting for new and upcomers as they advance or have several bikes. Scotty Roberts, audio is completely out of control. It's true, Scotty. Audio is extremely out of control right now. And I think what needs to happen is what Lex suggested the other day in one of his videos, that you should get all of the major audio competitions like SOS, Sound Wars, Banger, and I think there's one more, and I really do. I apologize for not remembering them, but get all of the people that run those and get them all on the exact same page as far as judging, what classes, this, that, and the other. And it would make it so that everybody around the company or around the country was competing at somewhat of an even playing ground. But I doubt it's ever going to happen because there's men involved. No offense. I don't know a guy that's not ego driven. I don't, even myself. You start catering to my ego, man, you're liable to get my whole fortune, all $10 of it. Yeah, Kevin Sockwell, audio is big money for shops, large money margins. Yes, and it's very true. So, I mean, but my whole point is that when you talk about big money for shops, you can ask any one of these big shops, are they making money off the 4 and 6 speaker installs? Or are they making all the money off of their competition bikes? Every single one of the shops is going to tell you the same thing. We only make money off of the everyday riders, the quick in and out, 4 speaker upgrade, 6 speaker upgrade systems. That's where the money's at. Now, to get the customers to come see them, they're building the big stereo bikes to take them to competitions, to get the spectators looking, or to take them to rallies, which is what I'm going to do. Take my bike to the rally, sit in the parking lot where all my friends and all my peeps are at, and I'm going to jam the shit out of the stereo system until the battery dies and hope that it gets enough attention that we can get some 4 and 6 speaker upgrades. That's what I'm going to hope for. Oil changes and brakes. Yes, another one good, Dan, is oil changes and brakes. Oil changes and brakes are very quick, very easy, very profitable jobs to be done. And let's face it, every bike out there is going to need an oil change, and it's going to need brakes. It's just the way it's going to be. John said, I'm going to be the first to design a killer system solely for the hearing impaired. John, you make me laugh, bro. You make me laugh. I love it, though. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'll try Marsha, depending on the internet. It's still messed up from Ian down here. Yeah, I hope that you guys are okay down there, Marsha. I really do. Y'all took on a lot. No, I'm talking about us not being in the speaker game. Well, no offense, Dan, you're not in the speaker game. I've heard too many people say you're just a parts assembler. Is that right? When you can spend more money on audio than a 34-inch wheel, there is a problem. Again, Scotty, I agree with you, but the reality is it's ego-driven. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize for yawning so much. He said, me? Bagger Braille Custom Systems. There you go. The bigger the braille, the louder the system. That's funny. I don't care who you are. But anyway, we sit here and we talk about this. Well, the show is tomorrow night and Saturday at the Extreme. God dang. I'm so sorry, everybody. The SOS is going to be at the Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris, Texas tomorrow and Saturday. Yes, we will be there. And we're hoping to go live a little bit, take some pictures, post pictures, do our thing. But we just want to go and have a good time and meet a lot of the guys from the SOS, because we haven't gotten to meet them because they're all over there and, we're down here. Scotty Robert, it's not going to slow down. It gives rich guys a reason to spend a shit ton of money and train their bikes. Train? What do you mean? And train their bikes everywhere. Get some sleep. I do need some sleep. Make sure you go live at the SOS, Kevin. I will, Uncle Bro. No. I heard the reason that you yawn is not because you're tired, but because your body's requesting more oxygen. So I think maybe I need to quit smoking and I need to, get more oxygen. Trailer. Oh, I got you now. I got you, Scotty. You said it's not going to slow down. It gives rich guys a reason to spend a shit ton of money and trailer their bikes everywhere. Okay, got you. But anyway, so I don't, Mr. Keith Barker did not come on tonight. I would have had Mr. Lex Rivera on here, but like I said, I don't even know that Lex watches this show. That's why I tell everybody when you get on the show at night, hey, just leave a comment from where you're watching from. so that we know where you're at and what you got going on. Mr. Rush Bikes, I am so glad you're on the show tonight. When are you going to send me the gas tanks? That's all I'm asking. Just when are you going to send them? Your brain needs oxygen. See, I will believe what you say, Mr. Orlando, because I believe you. My brain needs more oxygen. Don Nolan, we do audio, but I miss the bike shows. That's where the creative stuff comes from. Yes. Throttle Monkey, Kevin, Lex just told me to tell you he will come on next week for sure. He's watching the game right now. Oh my God. That's horseshit. But yes, tell Lex that he needs to come on the show, because I would realistically like to get to the bottom of some of these issues that are going on in that industry. So that, because a lot of people want to get into this, they want to know what's going on. And if you notice, I'm just saying, if you notice, there are certain industry stereo guys that do not get into the drama. I'm not going to say their names, but they're the top builders, the cream of the crop. There's a reason they don't. Just, but anyway, so he just texted me. Okay. Well, Scott Owens, are you reading my mind? Because you're the guy I was just exactly talking about. The very top guys don't get in on all the drama because they're how do I put this? There's always going to be drama in anything you do, but the top guys, they don't fall for the drama because they're still always seeking knowledge, learning, pushing the envelopes. That's why I respect Scott so much, is because every time you hear me talk about him, it's what he does behind the scenes that he tells nobody about. The R&D, the development, the testing, the hours behind a computer with a freaking speaker sitting next to him, checking everything about the speaker that he can check. And he's not doing that so that he can beat you at a stereo competition. He's not doing that so that he can sell you 1,000 speakers. He's doing that so that he can maintain the knowledge that he has. Someone in the game, that's why Scott is at a higher level, period. Amen, Brian Barber. That's that all those things is what I'm saying. So, to let everybody know, again, it's a shameless plug. This is a brand new shop. We've only been in business 3 weeks. Get used to that, because we're going to be here. We are going to be here a long time, and we are learning, and we are growing, and we're going to take baby steps, and we're going to make god dang sure that whatever we put our hands on is the best that we can be, to the fact that we'll send pictures to our friends and let them beat us up for what we didn't do correctly, like wiring. And they'll be like, no, do it again so it looks perfect before we give it back to the customer. I just want to make sure that we do our thing. There is something new to learn every day. Amen, Scott. That's another fucker I need to get on here. I need to do an interview with Scott Owens. But anyway, to make a long story short, when it comes right down to it, I need more input from what I consider the big wigs, the professionals in the industry. Now, there's 2 levels of professionals: the Scott Owens, the Joey Hensleys, I'm going to hurt people's feelings, so it doesn't fucking matter. The Bradley Queries, the guys that actually understand the technical aspect. And then you have the professionals that are out there building the bikes, installing the stereo systems, and winning the shows. So that's 2 levels. It's not, one's not better than the other. The other's not better than this one. I'm just saying that's the way I break them down. Brett Juban, when you do wiring, make sure you're not colorblind like Dan Juban and Matthew Sidori. Throttle Monkey. Yep, 35 years in the audio game, and I will always keep my mouth shut and ears open. You got to. I just spent 3 days on wiring up a bike, laugh out loud, and I'm not done. There is something new to learn every day. Shut it. Now I know who Dan is referring to. So that goes up on the screen. Shut it. I know who he's talking about. He's talking about his own goddamn son. Shut it. Shut it. You got to know those guys, man. They're great, great human beings. Dr. Bob Bentley said, "Get her done, Brian." Well, and now that comes out. So anyway, so there you go. So I'm hopefully going to be trying to get The Grind transitioned over a little bit to include stereo systems, the technical side of it, the banging side of it, the parking lot pimping side of it, and just your everyday average systems. I mean, I think it's useful information. I think a lot of people like Scott Owens, which has supported the show for a long ass time, getting someone on here like that that actually knows what he's talking about and what he's doing would be a good start. Tim Nagy, when I first started, I was worried about getting bashed. Because it seems to be the normal. Scott took me to the side and said, "I'll never bash you. I'll talk to you and show you how to get better." That a few years ago, definitely a stand-up dude. Yes, Scott's always been that way. But one thing I do like about Scott is he's also got a sense of humor. He's funny. Sometimes it's a dry sense of humor, but he's still got a sense of humor. And to my knowledge, I've never seen him bash anybody. Anybody that I've ever heard him that he doesn't like or care for, he just doesn't go around him. So hats off to you, Scott. Good deal. But anyway, I am at the point that I'm going to let you guys go because I literally have to be up at 5 a.m. and I'm really actually kind of exhausted. And tomorrow's going to be a very hectic day for me. So anyway, do me a favor. If you're on here and you're watching, takes 2 seconds, bottom of the screen, push share. Share the videos, get them out there. We need to try to get this show bigger than what it is. I love all the loyal followers and supporters that have been here since day one, the ones that have been here since the first year, the second year, the third year, and even some of the new ones that just came on in this year. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much. It makes me feel good when I see the numbers I see posted up and the number of follow-ups when they watch them the next day and the day after and the months to come. But anyway, you guys go have a blessed night, and we will see you guys tomorrow or possibly Saturday from the SOS at the Extreme Raceway Park. Anyway, y'all have a great night.